Oh man, somebody's gonna have to wash the sprayer. Good morning. We missed the rain, guys. Not by much, but we missed it. We had like 600s here at the farm, so some of our farms up to the north may have gotten a little bit more than that, but right here, we missed it. So it's probably going to be a busy day. We may get some tillage equipment hooked up here. I've got seed to load out. I've got other seed to deliver. I've got beans to treat, which may or may not happen today. Phil's got the bean planter out of the shop, but we were having a little bit of electrical issues with the fold system on that, so I think he's going to work on that. Yeah, a lot going on. I got to find Dad and talk to him before I figure out where I'm going to start here this morning. All right, well, I talked to Dad. We got a few little projects to work on this morning here while I'm waiting for them to come and get that seed out. I thought about hooking up the tillage equipment today, or at least the field cultivator, but I think I'm going to hold off on that for a little bit, mostly because there's another chance of rain tonight, and it feels like I'm getting ahead of myself a little bit, so I'm going to wait. We are going to work on fixing that door edge there, the ledge that I broke this winter one day. It's finally nice enough to work outside, so we're going to heat that up and see if we can't fix it. I'll try and film some of it time-lapse for you. All right, well, we've got this lined up about where we want it. I'm gonna try and weld it together. We'll see how good my welding skills are again. Well, that ought to work. It's not perfect. My welding skills are not great, but it will hold. And it's not sticking up, so I'm not going to worry about popping a tire every time I drive over it. So I'm happy with that. I got stuff cleaned up. On to the next project for the day. Phil's in shop cleaning mode, and so decided to get the rest of my seed treatment chemicals out that I had stored in there, because I'm going to need them pretty soon. I'm not out of what I got down there yet, but there's not much left, so I'll need them pretty soon. Dad is spreading some stone in the driveway for the neighbor across the road. They said something a month or so ago about wanting to put some stone in their driveway, and we rent the farms from them, so he said we'd take care of it. And so he's spreading it, doing a really nice job, it looks like. But we got a pile that we had brought in over there. He's got the box scraper on the 4440 to help level it off when he's done, and just trying to keep the mud down. That thing's bright. It's gonna be t-shirt weather here before too long today. Well, I forgot to film it, but my guy's here picking up his beans. We got a semi loaded, and he's just finishing strapping them down. It's lunchtime, noon, so I'm gonna go do that while he goes and unloads, and he'll be back. I'll try and show you the process a little bit. We're gonna get 37 boxes of beans and 100, I don't know, almost 200 units of corn out of there on this for this customer. So that's awesome. Clear out some space. Things will look different in there after that. Okay, well, I'm back. I'm waiting for him to come back to get another load. I don't know if you can tell, but there are less boxes in here. I think there was, what did we get? 16 boxes on that first truckload. So, yeah. while I'm waiting, I'm going to clean up these cardboard boxes and empty bags and stuff. Take them in the back of the gator back to the woods. And I don't know if I'll start a fire today or not, but at least he'll be back there so we can get that stuff cleaned up a little bit. And then we'll see if he's back by then or not. What do you think? Will it stay? I don't know. I'm a little skeptical myself. I just dumped everything and I'm heading back up. Thought I did good. Guess I didn't quite make it, did I? Bummer. Okay, so I didn't make it even as close to as far as I thought I did. In fact, there was a line of trash basically the entire way. I've got almost a whole nother load. But I would have had to make 2 trips anyway, so what's the difference? I bet this nice pile of cardboard will burn fast. I don't have my good lighter today. Well, look, you remember them that one variety of beans that we were missing from our plot seed yesterday? There they are. All right, well, there's 10 bags of 2981s. That's what we were looking for. So I'm gonna throw one of those on all those pallets, and no, I'm not gonna take all the corn off and put it in the bottom with the beans where it's supposed to go. It's just gonna get thrown on top. I also found out after talking with our agronomist yesterday, this big pile over here that we had 15 bags of, an experimental number, apparently that was a late addition to the plots, did not get put in the outlines, and basically every one of those plots, corn plots, is going to get one of those bags too. So that uses up a fair amount of that. The rest of it's still extra at the moment. I am now going to try and run one of these boxes that's empty back to the farm, because that's where they go and I don't need them down here anymore. Do you think it'll fit in the back of the gator? I'm not sure, but we're going to find out. Oh yeah, golden. No problem. It's an empty box, so no problems on the weight. Technically, I think that gator's rated to hold 2,000 pounds on the box. Maybe not. Maybe it's only 1,000. 2,000 would be dang near a full box, and I would be shocked by that, but this is no problem. So I'm going to run that back and unload it, and then our other guy should be here to pick up some more of his beans in a minute. Looks like Dad's going to go spray some wheat. So yes, we did just finish spraying our wheat. That application was the nitrogen and some sulfur. That's a fertilizer to make the wheat grow. Next thing we've got to do is put a herbicide on to control the weeds. Now, it's much, let's see, the weed pressure is much worse where we had prevent plant last year, let's say, because we didn't have a bean crop growing and any chemicals there last year to control the weeds, so there's more seeds and just there's more weeds growing. So we're using a little bit different product this year than what we normally would. Typically we don't put much of anything on our wheat for a herbicide, especially with the clover seed, but on those prevent plant acres we're going to do something different. So here's what we're using. This is a product called Talnor. It's from Syngenta, and there's a co-pack here. Yeah, I don't know. That jug will treat 20 acres, and so Dad's gonna mix up enough to do, looks like 60 acres here, and see how far that, or see how that goes. It's a nice day today. The weeds are actively growing, which is one of the requirements. It's like 70, 75 out, I guess. So, yeah. Questions about that, leave them down below. Pouring those herbicides into the chemical inductor there, and that sucks them up and mixes them into the solution tank up top with all the water that we're pumping in, which this tank has got water in it that we fill from our well, and then we're pumping it into the sprayer there. That's just water. It'll rinse the jugs out. We've also got to put in a little bit of I believe that's a non-ionic surfactant, which surfactants are used to break the surface tension of the water droplets so that the herbicide will spread out on the surface of the leaves. I hope you guys can hear me because the sprayer's loud. I can barely hear myself talk. So since I still have a few minutes here, I decided we'd chase Dad to the field. He's just up here on the corner. Plus, I mean, I can film it then. Also, you guys can see how much of a pain in the butt electric poles are. Watch this. You guys see this row of electric poles? Yeah, 120-foot booms, and that does not work very good. So Dad leaves his booms all folded up. Sorry, had a leaky nozzle. Anyway, as I was saying, so he leaves the booms kind of halfway folded in to go around these electric poles because at least it's manageable that way. Still, clearly, a giant pain in the butt. Why those electric poles couldn't get moved out here along the side of the road, I have no idea, but it'll never happen. Even if they come through and replace all of them because they're rotting off, they won't move them out to the side of the road. It's dumb. You might also notice that the spray pattern is much different with this application than it was with the nitrogen. And there's a reason for that. I'll explain in a minute. So liquid fertilizer, when sprayed on growing plant tissue, tends to burn, especially at high concentrations. And so when we're applying that, we put it on with a nozzles that we call our stream jet nozzles, where it basically the fertilizer, it just comes out in a stream. It doesn't really broadcast it, and so it minimizes the plant tissue that fertilizer hits. We more so want it to hit the ground and get washed in. With this herbicide, we need it to contact leaf tissue, and so it's important that we have a broadcast nozzle that covers it in droplets, not super small droplets that will drift, but small enough that they cover all of the weeds and leaf tissue to kill what we're trying to kill. So that's why we use a different nozzle. All right, we are gonna go head back, let him finish spraying, and that truck should be here any minute. Loading it up again. All right, there's a second load, ready to go. Well, that trailer is nice. You just roll the tarp on it after you get stuff strapped down and good to go. So he's going a few miles away to unload, and he'll be back in a little bit to get the rest of it. I think we got, what did I figure, 11 or 12 more boxes. A little bit of corn there yet. Getting better. We're clearing out in here. I'm cleaning up the floor a little bit at the moment, just trying to, yeah, clean up while I got some time. You guys, I'm gonna be famous. I just got a call from a reporter with the Hillsdale Collegian newspaper, which is the newspaper for the Hillsdale College. Wanted to know how this pandemic is affecting the area farmers. So we had a nice little chat. We'll see how he does quoting me, if it's any good article or not. I don't know when it's going to come out, but I'll let you guys know. Maybe even link it somewhere. Probably not in this video, guaranteed not, because I don't know when it's coming out, but I'll let you know on that. I don't know. He was a good guy. He seemed like he knew what he was talking about, so that's always a good thing, right? One more pallet. And away he goes. What's the rest of it? That's the third truckload out. There's 12 boxes on that one. I don't remember, or 12 spots, I guess. Check it out. We still got some seed, yes, but not near as much. That clears things out, opens it up big time. So we will, yeah, I got a few more customers that I need to deliver stuff to, and then the rest of those beans are going to be ours or stock. So I have not treated any beans for our farm yet. That's getting quickly to be a priority, but I wanted to get that order specifically out of here, and as much of the rest of this stuff as I can before I start tearing into ours, just to keep things separate and out of the way as much as possible. So we are in good shape here. I've got one customer that gets those 3 boxes and 2 of those ones over there. That will be good to get out of here, as well as a bunch of this corn. All of these boxes over here are corn for our farm. They need to get taken back to our main farm over there, put in the back of our shop where the corn planter sits right now. As soon as I get that hooked up and pulled out of the barn, we'll start moving this down here. That will open stuff up quite a bit more as well. So I'm going to close up down here, turn the lights off, shut the door, head back to the farm, see what's going on there. So Phil was having some trouble with the planter fold box. If you go way back to some of my videos where we were working on a planter, I kind of showed you that. I'll show you again when we get in the fields here. But there's a box inside the cab of the tractor that kind of controls the solenoids, cylinders, to make the planter do different things, the hydraulic functions and stuff. And we're having some electrical issues with things not wanting to work right. So we're trying to diagnose it and figure out what exactly the problem is. It seems to be an intermittent problem, which are the hardest to diagnose because you can't figure out what the cause is. But I did find a wire harness in the cab that is supposed to be plugged in and wasn't. Pretty good indicator there. So we'll see if it fixes it. He's going to back out here into the driveway where we can unfold it and try some stuff, and I don't know, we'll see. Well, it's unfolding. Everything seems to be working okay at the moment. He's also starting the vac fans up. He was cleaning out the vacuum tubes and lines here yesterday, so just make sure that those all work. Oh yeah, there you can see all the dust that was in that one. Well, I think we're okay. Let's see if we can get it folded back up all right. Everything looks like it's working right. Back fans were good. Markers go up and down. Planter goes up and down. We got it unfolded. We'll see. Look how nice that tractor looks with that ceramic coating on it. Yeah. You look like you found some mud. Oh, man. Somebody's going to have to wash the sprayer. That's done. Alright guys, that's it for today. I'm heading home. We'll see what happens tonight. There's more rain on the way. Hopefully we can miss it like we did yesterday, but I'm not counting on that. So tomorrow will be a different feel when it's 45 degrees out instead of 70. But we'll deal with it and make a plan in the morning. If it rains, I've got seed to deliver. We've got some work to do in the shop here. That tractor that's on the bean planter now has got a tire leaking that we're going to put a tube in. I called the guy about that. He's going to probably come Friday afternoon or Saturday morning. So we got to get that ready to go, which means the duals have to come off, which means weights have to come off. Big project. So that's going to come in the shop here next, either tomorrow or Friday morning, and we got to get it ready. So other than that, I've got a little seed to deliver. We've got some other equipment to go through at some point. We got stuff to do. It's just a matter of getting it done. So hit the like and subscribe buttons for me, please, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great night.